Back again. How you doing? I wanted to go over a couple of things real quick, short video. Okay, so we've been progressing from the sort of comic to the more serious, and now I want to give you just a tip. Okay, so the first thing is, I made the video about preparation, and I joked around about you have to have the right hat and the right look, and the British accent also helps mites. But there was a serious side to that, and that's this. In the winter, I got my ukulele right after Christmas, and it was wintertime, and I was wearing a sweater and kind of bulked up when I was playing. And one thing I noticed is that when you wear long sleeves, stuff gets on these strings. Like if you're wearing a sweater, it might flop into these strings and muffle them, okay? So wearing short sleeves helps. And I made the video about, get a Hawaiian shirt and the right hat. Well, there was a serious side to that. It helps if you are wearing short sleeves because you can feel the instrument. You know if you're on the bridge, okay? So you can tell if you're touching that. Or if you have a sweater on and it flops onto these strings and you're up here saying, why doesn't my chord sound right? Why is it muffled? You may have a sweater that's laying over the strings or flopping onto the bridge. Okay, so when you're starting out, I think maybe when you're more advanced that stuff doesn't matter, but when you're starting out, I notice for me, the short sleeve helps because I can feel the instrument. I know exactly where I am. I can tell. And my shirt's not getting in those strings and messing things up. So that was a serious tip that I made fun of. So keep that in mind for us beginners. Okay, so now when you buy a ukulele, there's all this talk about different sizes, and I like the tenor size, which is the biggest of the regular ukuleles. You go up one size, it's a baritone, it sounds different, it's a deeper sound, and it's a little different in the playing. So if you try to imitate the people that you see online, like me, the baritone ukulele is a little bit different. The string is different. So rather than the G, C, E, A, it's a different setup. And I'm not sure it's D, C, E, A or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's not the standard setup. So when you watch videos, that might be confusing if they're using a baritone. So I'm staying with the tenor, which is the largest of the normal ukuleles. And I like the largest because I'm not coordinated, as I said before. I'm a beginner. And having a larger instrument makes it easier for me to play these chords. Like a C, there's a nice big area, easy for me to find it and actually play it. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to mention. If you have a soprano and it's this big, and you're trying to do chords and play it, and it's difficult, you might want to look at a tenor, because a tenor instrument is much bigger. It's not like a guitar, you're not, playing this big thing, but it's not so tiny that you're doing this routine either. So I like the tenor size, and I have 3 of them through an odd set of circumstances, but I bought one and then it came defective, so I ordered another and sent that one back, and it took forever, and they sent me another one, and so I ended up with 3. So what I wanted to show you not only is the tenor size in relationship to me, and if you're playing a little one like a soprano ukulele, that can be difficult, those little tiny ones. So you might want to think about getting a tenor. This one is my best one. This is about $150. It's a Cordoba, and I also have about $130 Kala, and I have a basic $99 Kala. And when I say $99, that's with a bag and a tuner and a bunch of stuff, so it's probably a $69 or $79 instrument. But I want to show you something that comes up a lot in the reviews. People talk about low G tuning. Now, what is this low G tuning? Now, this is my best ukulele. This is the Cordoba. It's the model is a 20 TM. It's like I said, around $150, and it sounds like the normal ukulele sound. Okay, C chord, Okay, it has that ukulele kind of higher tinniness sound to it. You can tell I'm not much of a strummer, that's why we're Strumdicapped. But that's the normal ukulele sound. Now I wanted to show you this one because this is my most expensive ukulele. This is my best one, and that's only a $150 one, right? So, and this is with normal strings that come from the factory. These are Aquila strings. It's supposed to be pretty good, and they're just normal strings. Now, on my other ukulele, I decided I wanted to change, since I have three and they all sound the same to me. Even the $99 one sounds the same as the $150 one. I wanted to get the low G strings. Now you see this on the reviews and in comments and all over the place. People say, oh, I want low G, and what does low G sound like, and do you have low G strings? And so I was curious, so I bought a set of low G strings. I don't have the package here in front of me. I wish I did, but it's the Aquila 15Q, I think it is, strings. Maybe I can find it quickly. I don't want to make this video last 5 hours while I look for the strings. Here it is. I found it. I had it out so I could look it up for somebody. It's these right here. It's the AQ-15. This is a low G string set. And I want to show you what it does when you restring your ukulele, which is easy. And I'll do a video on that later. Restringing is not as hard as... It's scary for us newbies, but it's not that hard. Okay, so here's the regular string. C chord. Okay, now listen to this. Okay, this ukulele, and I tuned these before making this video, and now I'm getting a little long here, so I need to keep moving. But this is my Kala. This is about $130 ukulele, so it's comparable to the other one. It's not like it's vastly better or vastly inferior. I put the low G strings. Now listen to this sound. It's amazing. Isn't that beautiful? It's so rich and deep. Here's a C chord. Here's an F for fun. It's such a rich, deep sound. This low G is just, it amazed me. And then for strumming, hear that upstrum on the fleshy part? It's so rich. Now I can't strum. That's, you know, we're Strumdicapped and we're working on that together. You can really notice it here. So I hope that was interesting for you to see the difference between the low G tuning or a low G string set. It doesn't affect how you play. The chords are all the same. It's C is a C and a G is a G and G7 and F and all the usual ones that we're learning are all the same. And the only difference is that the first string is a little thicker and it's a wound string. It looks like a guitar string. It's like a metal coil. But it's actually very easy to play. It's easy to fret. You know, you don't have to tear your finger apart to do it. And it sounds just spectacular. It sounds so good that I'm reluctant to use this because I want to preserve it. So when I'm practicing, I get one of the others, and then this one I kind of keep for special. But it really sounds great, doesn't it? And then Here's for comparison. Big difference. So I hope you enjoyed that little tip on the shirt and restringing. And I'll show you how to put the strings on. That's real simple. But that other one was with the low G string. That's the AQ15 string set for a tenor. And this is just factory strings. And not that this doesn't sound good. It's just I think the other really sounds spectacular. See you again soon. Please leave me some comments. I need some encouragement to keep going on this. Thanks.